What's going on, Colts Nation? I appreciate you joining me for another video where today we're going to talk a little bit about minicamp and what's going on. We mentioned in the first minicamp video about how, Anthony Richardson briefly, and I mean briefly, left practice to kind of get the shoulder massaged and worked on real quick. Ended up finishing practice, no problem. Now, a couple weeks ago, Anthony Richardson had mentioned how most days he wakes up and he feels just fine. And then some days he wakes up and that shoulder feels a little achy. So I think it's kind of normal and kind of for where he's at, right? Where he's at in his rehab process. It was supposed to take 8 months to start throwing. He started throwing in 4, right? So he started throwing a little earlier. This is the time for with minicamp coming to an end. There's about to be a break before training camp. This is the time where the team needs to tell him like, hey, you're planning on throwing with some of the receivers, but when you're not doing that, we need you to not throw, right? Like if he meets up with the receivers for a couple days or a week, whatever. But between minicamp and training camp, this is a time where a team should probably be telling their star quarterback, hey, we need you to stop throwing the ball, right? Unless you're working with your guys, don't be throwing the football. We can't have you continue to put more strain on the shoulder. This is a time where it's probably good for him to rest the shoulder. At least I hope that he's going to rest the shoulder. Probably hold him out of the rest of minicamp. Coach said if he had to play a game, he could play a game. It's just starting to get sore, starting to get achy. Again, he kind of rushed his rehab. He's a young person in really good health, and kind of a freak. So he was able to heal quickly from it, able to start throwing a lot sooner than expected. But this is time, pump the brakes. Hopefully the team gets him to pump the brakes, and he can get good. But just figure I'd let you guys know more of the situation. It was a report from Ian Rappaport on Twitter talking about Shane Steichen and how he's talking about Anthony Richardson not being able to practice, but he could play a game if he absolutely had to. So going forward, of course, we're going to monitor this. This is going to open up the floodgates for all the people that say, oh, AR can't stay healthy. He's not going to be able to stay healthy. The shoulder's cooked, whatever. He'll be fine. Okay. It's June right now. We're in the beginning of June. Training camp hasn't even come, let alone the season. So I think we'll be all right. But again, we will continue to monitor. So make sure you have notifications on, stay subscribed. I appreciate you stopping by for another video. And of course, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.